doing it.
Good evening, students. Today we are going to understand persuasive writing. What is a fact, what is an opinion, and what is a point of view. So these are the things that I'm going to cover in today's lesson, after which I will explain to you how you can take one side, and when you take up that one side, how you have to explain your own point of view very, very convincingly. Okay, and when you pick up one point of view, you have to stick to that point of view only firmly till the end. Okay, all right, Janvi, please don't raise your hand in between, it's better. Yeah, okay, so here I brought a picture for you. What do you see in this picture? You see a shopping mall, and a shopping mall is nothing which is unfamiliar to urban children like you. Okay, now let me move ahead and ask you some simple questions. So now anybody can answer these questions. Shopping is the main keyword which I've picked for you all today. So what do you usually shop for? What do you shop for? Do you shop for groceries, or you shop for your own personal things? Janvi wants to answer this, then Arav can answer. Yes, Janvi.
Normally I buy sometimes groceries, or sometimes I buy my own things like
All
clothes,
right.
shoes.
Arav wants to answer this. Arav, what do you buy when you go to a market? I think Arav can't hear me. Katyayani, would you like to answer this?
Ma'am, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Arav, I can hear you now. So let Arav answer first.
So I buy clothes, groceries, and sportswear, and
All
cricket
right.
bats.
So stationery and other things which we use in school. Okay. Now question number 2. Do you often go to malls? Katyayani, do you go to the malls sometimes, or you go to the malls often? Yes, it's Katyayani's turn now.
I go to the mall.
Yes,
I go to the mall
sometimes or often?
Sometimes.
Atharva, do you often go to malls, or do you go sometimes?
Ma'am, sometimes.
All right. What about online shopping? How many of you have done online shopping?
Ma'am, I do lots of online shopping.
Ma'am, I do online shopping every day for house groceries or sometimes stationaries.
Groceries. Okay, I think your parents would be doing online shopping.
Yes,
ma'am.
Yes. So shopping malls or shopping centers are pretty common in our country, in the cities that we live in. Okay, is this a familiar store? Does it look familiar? What do you think is available in the store?
I think so. There is available milk
It
products.
looks like a supermarket where you get your daily provisions. Daily provisions means essential commodities that are used in the house on a daily basis. You can get food items, perishable, non-perishable, and you can get detergents, soaps, and other such things. Such stores are known as supermarkets, right? Now I have brought a question for you, right? Shopping is now one of the most popular forms of leisure activities in many countries for young adults. Okay, this is a statement. This is a fact. Okay. Now what you have to think is, do you think it is something positive, or is it something negative? I am going to explain some things before I ask you questions now. Now, I gave you two things, children. First, I gave you this statement. Do you think that it is a fact? Say yes, it is a fact, or say no, it is not a fact. What do you feel?
Yes, ma'am, it is a fact.
It is a
Yes.
fact. So first, let us understand what a fact is. Okay. So what is a fact? Fact is something that is known or can be proved to be true. Now, how can you prove? Because you have statistics or data to back it up, to prove that whatever is being said is correct. And if you don't understand the word fact, then I have brought some similar words for you. For example, reality, something which is real, cannot be debated and said that no, this is not true. If you see a buffalo in front of you and it is black, you know that it is for real and that buffaloes are black in color. Okay, so reality, actuality, certainty, these are some of the similar words for a fact. Have you understood what a fact is now, children? Say yes or no.
Yes, ma'am.
Why is fact so important? Facts are very important because when we write something and we need to prove it, we make use of facts to prove whatever we have said as correct. Okay. So in every school now, you people are being taught what are facts. First of all, it's very important to understand what facts are and why we need them. So fact is something which is real, something that we are sure of, something which can be proved to be true. And we require facts. Facts is to use as information so that we can provide evidence to prove what we are saying. Okay, it can be used in a report, a news article, or even something that you are writing.
Excuse me, ma'am, I have a question.
Ask your questions.
Ma'am, are facts mostly used in explanatory texts?
Yes, that's true. But
Okay, ma'am.
it's not necessary that they're only used there. Its facts can be used in inferential and opinion-based texts also. That's why I brought this statement that people make use of facts to prove what they are saying as something which is authentic. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. That's why I was saying like most of them.
But
Most of them are.
okay, let me explain it to you like this. Information is equal to the information which can be proved is equal to facts. So if you are studying about the solar system, okay, and you study about the planets and how the planets orbit around the sun. Now this is a fact because it has been proved by science, even though you haven't yourself gone into the space and seen the planets orbiting, right? So it is a fact because it has been proved by science. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So now I come to the second point. What is an opinion? So I see that there is a picture of somebody which you are using as a profile picture. Can you, a sports person? So can you explain to us what is the name of the sports person and why you have used his profile picture? Explain.
Teacher, are you talking about mine?
Yes, of course, yes.
Ma'am, I have put it because I like it and I think it is my opinion to like and not like few things.
So
It is
that
my
is your
idea.
okay.
It
That
is
is
my
your
idea.
preference. No, no. What you said is you have put this because it is your preference. So most of the time, people form opinions or judgments upon other people about other situations on the basis of their likes or dislikes. Mostly, that's the root of forming or an opinion. Okay, so let's start with a very easy example. Say there are 20 students in your class. Okay, are all of those your best friends, or there are some whom you like more than the others? Are there some children, selected children, whom you are friends with, good friends with, and others are your casual friends? Say yes or no. Does it happen or it doesn't happen?
Sometimes.
Arav, it happens. Are you best friends with each and every person who is in your class, or are there some whom you like more?
There is only one.
I can't hear you. So children, the first step of opinion formation starts from preference, right? And then after we make our preferences do not necessarily follow any logic or fact. Understood? So
Yes, ma'am.
maybe Sai likes butterscotch ice cream, but maybe Ridan hates it. Maybe Ridan likes chocolate ice cream, and maybe Katyayani likes strawberry ice cream. So it is based on a preference. So preference, likes or dislikes are the first step to the formation of an opinion. How many of you did not understand this? Raise your hand. Others will put their hands down. Katyayani's hand is up. Atharva's, Ridan. So your hands are up. Okay.
This is my before one hand.
So yes, you have to put this down now.
Same.
I forgot to lower it. Yes, ma'am.
You
I
have
lowered
to,
it.
Ridan's hand is still up. So children, if you understood that the first step to opinion formation starts from a preference or a like or dislike, then you will understand what opinion is and how opinion is formed. Okay, so that's the beginning thing. Opinion is a judgment, and opinion is a judgment. So it is your judgment formed about something which is not necessarily based on fact or knowledge. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes or no? Okay, so if I make a statement, which is region based or complexion based, or suppose I say, I think that all short people are lazy. Do you think that it can possibly be true? It is not true.
No, ma'am.
It is an opinion, because it is based on my judgment. I am thinking that, but it is not true. Say, did you follow? So we
Yes.
form opinions about people. When we make judgments about people without any factual knowledge behind it, then it is known as opinion. When we make a judgment about something or someone which is not necessarily based on facts or knowledge about that person or place, then it is known as opinion. How many of you understood this?
Teacher, I have a question.
Ask.
Teacher, what will we call something like this? I think 7 plus 7 is 4. So, ma'am, I don't know yet, but I'm thinking,
foolishness,
and it's
actually. It is not an opinion. That is ignorance. It is known as ignorance. Okay, that is not opinion. In your
I can't hear you very well. Can you just send the spelling to me in the chat?
Of what?
The word which you said, what it means?
Preference. Prefer. You know this word, prefer.
Oh, preference.
I prefer tea over coffee, like this. So preference. Okay, we use prefer. So when we make use of preference means liking. I like this more than the other. That's why I asked you about this picture. You have a liking for a certain sport. It's not necessary that everyone likes that sport. Did you understand? Yes, is it quite clear now? Yes, 1 minute. Let me just give you the prefer. preference. That's it. Okay, preference. So I like this more than the other. That is my preference. Now, what is point of view? A point of view is your opinion or a particular attitude or way of looking at a matter. Right? Children, did you understand? For example, if I say that children should be allowed to carry phones to school, right? Now, some children may say yes, some may say no. Some parents may say yes, some may say no. So that is called their point of view. Okay. So in a very simple manner, children should be allowed to eat as much ice cream as they like during summer holidays. So how many of you think that they should be allowed to have as much of ice cream as they like? Atharva,
Ma'am, this statement is false. This statement is false.
No, there's no question of, no, it's not true or false. Means, do you feel they should be allowed or do you feel they should not be
No,
allowed?
ma'am, because if we will eat constantly ice creams or often ice creams, we can get fever or high temperature.
That's true, but you're thinking logically. Maybe you love, if you love ice cream, you want to have at least 10 cups in one day. Maybe you love it, simply love it. So some children might say yes, some might say no. Okay, so that is whether you say yes or whether you say no, it's not a correct or wrong answer. It is called a point of view. Understood? Right? Okay, if suppose I say children should not be allowed to watch TV during their examination, how many of you agree to this? Let's take a poll. Do you agree that children should not be allowed to watch TV at all? Not even for 5 minutes?
I don't agree. I don't agree at all.
Okay, so Katyayani agrees with this statement.
Me neither.
So all the others do not agree. Only Katyayani agrees to the statement. It means that this is her point of view and this is the point of view of all the others.
Miss,
Okay.
I also wrote agree.
Okay, even Janvi feels that children should not be allowed to watch TV. So two girls, both of them agree with this statement and the others do not agree. Okay, maybe you have your own reasons. So children, are you understanding a little bit? First, you form an opinion and then you develop that opinion by giving facts. By giving some logic, actually, then not even all the time facts, giving your logic and backing up that logic with facts. And that is a point of view. How many of you are following what I'm trying to explain? Understood?
I'm following.
Very good. Excellent. But children, if you just express your opinion and you don't give any, logical sense, it doesn't make. Suppose you say that I think that children should be allowed to watch some TV because, or TV for some time because they're studying the entire day. And in order to give their mind some rest, they should be allowed to watch TV for some time. Then you might build up and say that there are educational programs also on the television. If they don't watch TV, they might miss with important current affairs, which is telecast on the news channel. So now what are you doing? You are backing up your opinion with certain logic, okay, with some certain logical arguments. Understood? And because you are doing that, you are trying to convince the other people about your point of view. Now, children, I have explained a number of things to you. Are you following? First, I explained to you what is a fact, then I told you what is an opinion, then I explained to you what is a point of view and how to develop your point of view by backing it up with logical arguments. These are the 4 things that I have taught to you so far. Now let's have a look at this picture. So children, that is the difference between a debate and an argument. When you argue, you are just making noise. When you argue, you are just making noise without any logic. Understood? You are not adding any logic to it, without any logic to your arguments. Okay? But when you debate with somebody, debate is, you know, your intelligence is reflective. When you are presenting your point of view. One second. You are presenting your point of view, which is backed by logic. Then you are actually debating. It is backed by logic. Did you understand? Sai, Atharva,
Yes.
Ara, did you understand? Amazing.
Yes, ma'am. It's very easy. I have done
Now
it
I
in
have
school.
got this argument for you, which you are going to debate.
Yes, ma'am.
So I have got one fact. Janvi will read this, what I have highlighted. Please read it.
Okay. Today, many young people spend too much of their free time at shopping malls.
Now this is a fact, okay? That the fact is that nowadays, today means nowadays, many young people or adolescents spend too much of their free time at shopping malls. Now, this is an opinion. Arav will read this. Arav, please read this.
This can be considered
Negative.
negative for young people and society generally. Opinion cannot be checked and verified. It is based on what some people think about it. It can have both pros and cons.
Now, Atharva will read this. Last sentence. Read this.
Yes, ma'am. Can you? Yes.
Yes,
To
highlight
what
it.
extent do you agree or disagree with this statement?
Okay, so this is what you have to do. Children, do you think that it is good for young people to spend too much of their free time at shopping malls? So I am giving you, I'm going to do both the motions. Motion means side. Now, some people can say that it is not good. Okay. Now, if look at this question, first you have to understand what is the meaning of for the motion. So this says this can be considered negative for young people and society generally. So children, if you think that it is not good for young people, let me pick it up from here. Okay, if you think that it is not good for young people to spend too much of their free time at shopping malls, then actually you are speaking for the motion. Then what are you doing? You are speaking for the motion. Do you understand what is the meaning of motion? If you think
Yes, ma'am.
that
In
it is
behalf.
good. Okay. If you feel it is good, then you will be speaking against the motion. So first, children, when you are learning how to write a debate, you have to learn to identify what is the meaning of for the motion and what is the meaning of against the motion. Did you understand why? Because this statement says it is considered negative. So the statement thinks that it is not good. So if you agree with that statement, you are going to speak for the motion. And if you do not agree with it, then you are going to speak against the motion. So today we are going to do for the motion. We are going to do both, children. We are going to do both of them. So in today's class, we will do for the motion and you are going to give me points for that. This is my structure actually. If you want, you can just get some ideas from here. I will do the structure also with you eventually. All right, Sai will read this.
Yes, ma'am. Supporters of the statement point out that malls are typically not productive use of one's time.
What is the meaning? Did you understand? That if you go to malls, in simple language, it means spending too much time in malls is a waste of time. Too much time in malls is wasteful. Okay. Ridan will read the next one. Read this.
A person who goes to a mall would most likely shop, watch a movie, hang out idly with friends, eat from a fast food joint, or engage in another similarly passive activity.
What is the meaning of passive activity? It is not a productive activity either physically or mentally. Understood? That is known as passive activity. It's not giving you any value either physically or mentally. Okay. Now Katyayani will read the sentence number 3. After which Janvi will read.
Better use of time involves playing sports, reading a book, creating art, or working.
Yes. So what is a better use of time? This one. Now Janvi will read this one.
Okay, miss. The rise of malls indicated a period when younger people moved away from healthy activities and took part in more socially and personally disturbing
So I'm now going to again show you some pictures. This is the picture of a mall. Do you think it has a positive or a negative impact on people who visit it? So children, now you tell me, do you want to write it on your own? You want me to give a model to you? You want a model first? Okay, I'll give you a model. Let's do a model. Okay. And who's going to read this model? Sai will read the first two. Sai, for the motion, what does for the motion mean? Let me go back here and explain to you that this is what for the motion means. It means that you are agreeing with the fact that it is not good for young people to spend too much free time at shopping malls. Okay, so you have to find the negative points there, and this is my solved example. So you will read the first two paragraphs, that is up till here, and look at the structure, children. Now I am giving you an introduction, and then I am using very strong words in order to present my case. Okay, and then I'm giving supporting details, and I am giving some facts to make to prove my argument. Okay, say read up till here. Say we can't hear you. Okay, let Harshit read in that case. Harshit hasn't read anything, I think. Yes, Harshit,
Yes,
go ahead.
Ma'am, from adolescents, no?
This one, first two paragraphs. Please read.
Adolescents nowadays are
Adolescents
spending
or
more.
young people. Adolescents are like teenagers, young
Teenagers
people, right?
are spending more and more time in shopping centers, which may generate a negative impact on them and the society. I strongly believe that teenagers waste precious and valuable time in shopping complexes. Additionally, they get tempted by fashionable and attractive commodities and tend to spend more money than they should.
All right. Now, who will read? Ridan can read. Yes, Ridan.
Okay, ma'am. Young.
No, here, from here. Time is priceless.
Oh, sorry, ma'am. Sorry. Time is priceless and should always be usefully invested. The hours wasted in the malls can be efficiently employed to do something more beneficial. For instance, in learning new languages, musical instruments, or in playing outdoor games.
Okay. Read this also, last one.
Young people, with the help and guidance of their elders, should effectively plan their day and neatly pick their daily activities and tasks to be accomplished.
I think I should change this word to carefully. All right. Children, would you like to add some things to this? You can add.
Miss, you can.
Okay. Now,
Miss,
I have brought the pictures. I have not added that detail. Look at this. What is the impact that the health of youngsters? They are not even not only having a passive lifestyle, but they are also gorging on unhealthy junk food. Yes, these are they are spending so much money, which happens because they get attracted by the glamour of the malls, by attractive things in malls. Have a look at this. Look how much shopping this little girl has done, right? And the parents, of course. So there are,
Ma'am,
yes, please tell me. See,
ma'am, you should do everything in a limited amount because like you should only go for shopping when it is necessary, like when you need to buy clothes and
so
some
these are
important
points you
stuff.
will note, Ridan. You will note these points, and I've given you a brief outline. See what is happening here also. They're gorging on junk food. They are having fun. That's true. But what are the negative impacts? Right? What are
it
the
will.
negative impacts that you have to see? So I've shown you a number of pictures. Keep these pictures in mind. You can make use of this paragraph, and you are going to write down for the motion just now.
Miss, I want
Okay.
to add on. Miss, I want to add on something. In the first paragraph, you can write firstly. In the second paragraph, then you can
First of
write
all,
secondly.
Janvi, I requested you yesterday to please arrange your phones. I can't hear you at all, rather.
Miss, now